have a base in the emerging markets where India certainly is a very attractive base for them. So I do see a lot of big Indian companies in the pharma space being acquisition targets for big MNC pharmas.
But does it also indicate that many promoters are losing patience, and where we've seen second generation entrepreneurs come in, there is even little lesser patience to actually hold on? Do you think that that's a fair assessment?
I think there is a challenge to build a sustainable high growth business based on generics. Okay, and I think promoters are sort of tempted to cash out because they find it becoming even more challenging going ahead. So I think a generic strategy is becoming very, very challenging, very, very competitive. So I think from that point of view, promoters are being tempted to cash out. As I said, from our point of view, our strategy has been led by innovation, and therefore I'm not tempted to cash out.
Okay, that was my next question to you, Kiran, because when Ranbaxy sold out to Daiichi, everybody was shocked. It was one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies in the country. I mean, you didn't think that would happen, and then questions were raised about every company saying that will they not? So in your case, I mean, has that even crossed your mind in terms of getting a partnership which is far more than a joint venture like you've done, or an alliance like you've done, into a more strategic kind of equity partnership?
Well, as you can imagine, there have been no dearth of suitors. I mean, I've always been approached by quite a few companies wanting to take a stake in Biocon, but I'm, as I said, not in a position or in a mood or even tempted to cash out, okay, because I want to build a company that basically achieves some of the strategic aspirations that I've personally had as an entrepreneur. I really want to see some of our innovation-led programs bear fruit, So to answer your question, no, I'm not really in that state of mind.
Well, we'll head into a short break. We'll come back and talk to Kiran about where she sees the economy headed overall outside the pharmaceutical and biopharma space, and of course, what needs to be done for India to actually see that second wave of growth. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching The Second Wave with Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw. Let's look at the broader picture, Kiran. You've been a very vociferous ambassador of corporate India. You've always stood up for what you thought was wrong and what was fundamentally not working. And God knows there are lots of issues that need to be tackled. If a second wave for the large economy has to come with double-digit growth, what do you think the government needs to address right now?